Hi, it's Ileana. So today I'm going to talk about an interesting situation that I was asked about to see if I knew anything about essential oils and how to get rid of flea infestations. I talk about a lot of health, wellness, well-being, and healing. Sometimes I will talk about that on my channel as well, not just UFOs, extraterrestrials, aliens, and the whole cosmology, remote viewing, psychic development. I incorporate health and wellness on my presentations, shows, discussions as well, so my channel is all around dealing with different topics of things that I think is important for people to know about. And today's case has to do with a flea infestation. This was an interesting case because I was asked, so if you had a flea problem, like a flea infestation in your house, how would you deal with this if that ever happened to you? And I was told that the person had been bitten 40% of their body by fleas in their home. They have cats that come over to their house that they really love, other people's cats. They're not controlled by any flea kind of a substance or anything. The cats, just somebody else's cats, neighbors' cats, come over and they are just visiting in their yard. Cats come over. That's the fact of life. This person has 2 to 3 cats that come over. The cats love this person's yard. The person loves cats. So, well, I told the person, well, you might want to get some kind of a flea control for the outside cats because you don't want fleas coming over with you. So they did get a liquid flea pest control onto the cats. They bought it themselves. They put the liquid stuff on the cats. And the other owners of the cats don't mind. They were notified. It's not a big deal. The owners of the other cats know that the cats visit this person's house, like in the backyard. The outdoor cats don't come into the person's house. However, even with the flea control, the cats still had fleas, and this person got fleas, unfortunately, on their clothing. They also do a lot of yard work in their backyard, and it's summer. There's fleas in the grass. Yes, fleas can live in the grass when it's warm, it's summer. So there's 2 sources of fleas. First it was the cats, then it was the fleas in the grass. So when you're out, you're gardening, make sure you wear long pants, make sure you wear socks and closed shoe wear so that fleas don't crawl up into your clothing and start biting you, and then you bring fleas into the house. Inside the house, always shake out your clothing before you go back into the house. Shoes, pants, the long pants, take everything off that you can that's heavy clothing, shake it out so that minimizes the chance of bringing in fleas into the house. So this is where this gets interesting. The person with this issue was being bitten for about 2 weeks by these fleas in their home. This started in end of May, beginning of June. Flea season begins in early spring until autumn. Mostly fleas come in the summer during the warmer season, but that can be different depending on the climate that you're in. Fleas love warm season. Once it's warm, it's flea season, mosquito season. So I was asked, what would you do in this situation if you have fleas in your house, if you have an infestation? And what if you have cats in your own house? And what if those cats have an immune system issue and they're elder cats, like 12, 14, and they're very sensitive and they cannot handle flea control, like having liquid flea control put in their fur, their immune systems are weak and sensitive, and they don't respond well. The cat could potentially die if you put flea control on it. So I said, don't put the flea control on your cat in that situation. If you have an elder cat and its immune system is sensitive, and the cat is sensitive and does not respond well to medication at this point because they're old, I said, do not put anything on your cat. Nothing. Leave the cat alone. It's a long-haired cat with 2 layers of fur, so this cat has a lot of luxurious real estate where fleas could have a smorgasbord living there. I told the person, get a flea comb, keep brushing the cat out. The cat itself doesn't have fleas, remarkably. It's just the house that has the fleas. The cat, no fleas on the cat, indoor cat. I will preface that this is an indoor cat, does not go outside. The cat, remarkably, just does not have fleas. It's the person being bitten by the fleas. So they seem to have tasty, sweet blood. Some people, you can have a flea infestation and they're not bitten. Their blood is not that tasty, it's not that sweet, it's not that interesting. While other people, their blood is juicy, tasty, delicious. Fleas just want to suck, 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 and suck. This sounds gross, but some people's blood chemistry is very delicious. It is sweet, it is full with nutrients, and that person has that blood type. So they have been bitten for 2 weeks. 40% of their body, their legs, their thighs, and then the fleas started biting their back, their shoulders, their arms, and it was starting to get ridiculous, beyond 40% bitten by fleas, all red, swollen, like clusters of flea bites on top of the old ones, new ones. And I said, well, obviously you have some choices to make. And this person told me they do not want to use any heavy, harsh chemicals in their house because of their cat. They cannot put liquid flea control, pest control on their cat. Obviously, chemicals are out of the question, like no can do, because of their cat, and they don't want any harsh chemicals in their home. And I understand this. I'm a certified herbalist, and I had worked with essential oils for about 5 years, on and off in the past. So what I recommended to the person, first thing was to try to go out and buy some peppermint oil, lemongrass oil, and cedarwood oil. Now you have to be very careful with essential oils, because if you use too much, it can create another chemical reaction in your own body where you'll be sneezing, coughing, you'll have a sensitivity if you overuse essential oils. So to kill fleas, peppermint is great, peppermint oil, essential oil, lemongrass oil, and cedarwood oil. And I told this person, first try lemongrass oil. It's the least smelly out of all the other options. There's also lavender oil, which is good for flea deterrent and repellent. I personally do not like the smell of lavender oil. It smells great. Some people love it. I don't. In some people, lavender oil is a migraine inducer and a headache inducer. Nothing against it. I personally don't like using it. To me, it's a more stronger smell. If somebody has sensitivities, it could trigger them. It could cause an allergic reaction. It could cause an asthma reaction too in some people. So I strongly do not recommend using lavender as the first source of oil. Some people love it. Some people may use it, of course. That's not my first choice. My first choice for this person was to try lemongrass, because it is a subtle scent. It's not offensive. It's not harsh. I said use ratios of this. You have to dilute. Any essential oil you ever use, you need to dilute it so it's not so strong and it doesn't hurt your pet this way. Lemongrass is harmless to pets because lemongrass is in most litter boxes. In the cat litter, we put lemongrass to remove the urine smell, to dissipate urine smell. They put lemongrass as a natural substance in cat litter. So lemongrass is safe for cats and dogs. Just don't overuse it. So I said use about 5 to 10 drops of lemongrass oil. Buy some sprayer bottles and mix. First, when you're using lemongrass oil, you should use distilled water always. With any essential oils, use distilled water. Buy some distilled water. 50% ratio, like half a bottle should be filled with diluted water, or 2-to-1 ratio, whatever your sprayer bottle shows. Then I said the other half of that should be white vinegar, because vinegar actually kills fleas pretty well. It dries them up. It removes the moisture factor from fleas, literally. Sucks out the moisture from fleas, white vinegar. The other ratio of this 50% ratio is white vinegar. Put that into the bottle sprayer and then add that 5 to 10 drops of lemongrass oil. Close the sprayer bottle. Shake it all together a minute and a half so that the distilled water, the white vinegar mixture, and the 5 to 10 drops of lemongrass essential oil mix well together. That's why you need to shake it. Then adjust the sprayer bottle to a setting where it does a light mist, not like spraying globs of liquid, light mist. Spray that onto your carpet, your rugs, your bed, your bedding, clothing if you can stand the smell, all over the house. Couches, any blankets, throws, spray it everywhere liberally. So the person did that, and I said on top of that, afterwards, once the lemongrass smell has settled in and you're comfortable with that smell, do another sprayer bottle, half mixture of just water, normal water 50%, half water and half white vinegar on top of that in the sprayer bottle. Shake it all up together. A couple of hours after the lemongrass spray, spray the water / white vinegar mixture everywhere else again. Just redo the spray as an added layer of killing the fleas. Do that on the same day, a couple of hours afterwards, and let that sit for a couple of hours. Do this 4 or 5 hours before you go to bed, and let that all sit, all that mixture, and do it for like a week. And this person did this, and I also told them to, because they had so many flea bites that were just irritated, inflamed in clusters, I said of that particular mixture of the white vinegar and the water, 50% just water from the tap and 50% of white vinegar, or you could boil the water, wait for it to cool down and use boiled water, whatever you prefer. Some people do not use tap water, and that is fine. If you have filtered water, you can use that, or boiled water. When it cools down, you can create your 50% mixture of water, 50% mixture of white vinegar, put it in the sprayer bottle, shake it up together, have the sprayer bottle, and use the sprayer bottle to just dip on a pad, like pad you use to clean your skin or whatever, and just rub that all over yourself, all over your body with that water and white vinegar mixture. Just keep rubbing that on yourself until you're sufficiently moistened with it, all over the bites and just all over your body. Not anywhere near your eyes and nose and mouth, of course, not on your face, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your stomach, your back, your legs, thighs, arms. Just put that all over your body and fleas will not come anywhere near you. The vinegar in the water is not a strong smell, so you're not going to feel the smell unless you're super, super, super sensitive to that stuff. Then you have to be careful. Most people won't feel the smell of the vinegar because it's diluted with water. So it's safe. It's safe for the body. And the fleas are not going to bite you. They're not going to come near you. And do it for a couple of weeks until all the fleas are dead in your house. Do the spraying. Wipe yourself with the mixture of the water and the vinegar, white vinegar. Fleas are going to leave you alone. They hate the smell of vinegar. It dries them up, it sucks out the moisture out of them, and it kills them, literally. So that was the solution for this particular case of what I recommended, and it is working. The person is healing from the flea bites. They're no longer being bitten every night by fleas. And they also, I said, wash everything. Wash your clothing, wash your bed sheets, wash your blankets, wash the linens, wash the throws that you have on your couch, and spray your couches with the white vinegar mixture in the water. Spray all your couches, spray all your rugs, your carpets. Just spray it all, everywhere, in the bathroom, everywhere in the house. You want to get rid of all the fleas, spray everything as much as you can. And so far, their cat is okay. Their 12-year-old geriatric cat is okay with that kind of a spray mixture. And the fleas are being eradicated and removed, repelled, killing fleas naturally, organically. I don't like to kill insects or anything, but in this case, it's a flea infestation and it needed to be removed. So it was removed humanely and organically using essential oils, distilled water, and just normal water to deal with this problem in a very simplistic way. Why suffer for 2 weeks being bitten by fleas over and over in the same spots? I mean, that could cause body dysmorphia if you're seeing red clusters and welts of flea bites getting worse. That is horrible to experience, and feeling insects crawling up your body and being bitten nightly over and over again, looking for fleas every day, trying to kill fleas, just like squishing them. That's not going to kill them. That's not going to remove the whole infestation. Spraying them with certain organic substances can get rid of fleas, repel them, kill them, remove them. You do it for a couple of weeks of doing it every day, being dedicated to the spraying, and it will get rid of them in organic ways that do not hurt your pets, that do not hurt you. No side effects. So that would be the solution I would offer for anyone who wants to naturally and organically get rid of flea infestations. You don't want flea invaders in your home. It's not fun watching fleas crawl all over your bed, all over you, all over your pet, all over your house and other people if you live with others. Those fleas can jump and migrate, so you don't want that in your home. Take care of it immediately. Don't let it linger, because fleas can lay many, many eggs and reproduce and replicate. And if you deal with it quickly, it's not going to be a huge problem. If you let it linger, it could be a big problem. So take care of it as quickly as you can when you noticed the problem in the first place, and it shouldn't be a problem anymore. So that was my advice, and it seems to have worked. I mean, I only suggested lemongrass oil with white vinegar, distilled water in it, this diluted mixture, and then the white vinegar with just the normal water, 50% ratio water, 50% ratio vinegar, 5 to 10 drops of lemongrass. If you're using cedarwood essential oil, that is a stronger scent. Dilute it again with distilled water, add white vinegar, maybe use, if you're comfortable with 5 to 10 drops, use 5 to 10. Use less if the scent is too strong for you. If you're using peppermint oil, 2 to 4 drops. If you're comfortable with the scent, you could do 5 to 10 drops. It is strong. Peppermint is a strong essence and a strong smell. Very strong smell, so be careful with that. If you're sensitive to peppermint, just do 2 to 3 drops again. with the distilled water to dilute it, white vinegar to kill the fleas, repel the fleas, and peppermint oil also kills and repels fleas. There's also that lavender, be very careful with it, that can also get rid of fleas. There's citronella oil, there's eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus is strong. There's also tea tree oil. You can do various mixes. Tea tree oil, some people are sensitive to it. Again, anywhere from 3 to 4 drops, 5 to 10 drops. Citronella oil is powerful and strong. Also, be careful with it. Dilute it always. Dilute all your essential oils with some kind of a carrier. Like distilled water is good for diluting essential oils. Never use normal water with essential oils. Always distilled water to mix the essential oil properly with anything else you're using it with as a sprayer. For me, personally, I always like the white vinegar with the water. It'll kill anything. It'll clean your house. Literally, it just cleans your house. It removes unwanted scents. It's a good natural cleaning product. I use it to wipe my glass doors and my windows in my house. It doesn't leave stains. It's not smelly. It's not stinky. And apparently, as per this case, it also kills the fleas. Literally. Also kills mosquitoes. Mosquitoes don't like that either. So it's a good mosquito treatment as well. If you have some of those buggers or suckers in your home, they'll be dead within a couple of days of spraying them with white vinegar and water. Mixture solution. Half of both mixed in a sprayer bottle. Spritz where you have the problem. Dead mosquitoes, dead fleas on site. And you'll see the dead little things of their bodies, of their carcasses. The person actually told me they saw dead fleas. And, they swept them up, threw them out, flushed them down the toilet. So it worked, and there was evidence of it working throughout the house. And this person does have a large house, so they needed a quick solution that was easy, harmless, organic. They got it. I wanted to share this particular case because why not? Why not talk about this? Flea control, pest control. These are things that can happen to anybody. It's nobody's fault that this happened. It's summer, it's warm. It is what it is, and they got a quick solution that was easy. You can buy essential oils in most grocery stores, health food stores, health stores, and places like Sage. It's a dedicated store to essential oils and herbs. It's called Sage. Saje. If you're in Canada, Choices has a lot of essential oils that it carries. It's a grocery store, natural health food store. Choices, Sage. If you're in the United States or anywhere else in North America, a lot of different health food stores have essential oils where you can buy it. You can buy it online in different size bottles for essential oils. Never store your essential oils in hot spaces like a garage. Always put them in a space that's cool so that your essential oils are not exposed to heat and overheating because that ruins essential oils. Put them in a spot away from children and pets where they can't get into it. For a safety measure, don't leave out your sprayer bottles with these mixtures just anywhere on the table so kids and pets can't get to it as well. Those are just some safety measures and precautions so everybody's safe and you get rid of your problem in an organic, safe, clean way. Thank you so much.